William. Come on then. Bring that, I'll read them. Christine to text William's mum by text that the dog from Lisbon is going to throw nails into the toilet in the 5th floor at the hotel in Venice, and that the dog from Lisbon is going to flush the toilet in the 5th floor at the hotel in Venice, where there are a lot of nails in the toilet in the 5th floor at the hotel in Venice, when in the 5th floor at the hotel in Venice in the dark at 2 o'clock in the morning is sleeping Marissa. So that William's mum will say to Christine's mobile phone by audio, the dog from Lisbon in the 5th floor at the hotel in Venice with Marissa.
Yeah.
Right. You want to hear the next one?
Yeah.
Christine to text William's mum and say to William's mum that the dog from Rome is going to drop the Fisher Price of the boy from the balcony to the escalator at the airport in Paris. When Marissa and the dog from Rome, they just arrived at the hotel in Paris at 9 o'clock in the morning for a holiday of 7 nights, and Marissa is ordering the food and the Coke at the airport in Paris at 12 o'clock midday, so that William's mum will say to Christine's mobile phone by audio about the dog from Rome at the hotel in Paris with Marissa at the airport in Paris with Marissa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mouthful, isn't it? And then the third one is Christine to text William's mum to say to William's mum by text that the dog from Paris is going to drop the CD player off the lady from the balcony to the escalator at the airport in Rome, where Marissa and the dog from Paris, they just arrived at the hotel in Rome at 9 o'clock in the morning for a holiday of 7 nights, and Marissa is ordering the food and the Coke at the airport in Rome, so that William's mum will say to Christine's mobile phone by audio about the dog from Paris at the hotel in Rome with Marissa at the airport in Rome with Marissa.
Yeah. You want to do the story?
No, we'll do that in the car when I'm driving back to Lion Avenue. We're not going to do it now.
We do it in the ferry.
No, because it'll be busy.
We do it here.
No, we'll do it in the car when we're driving back from to Lion Avenue.
How many stories?
1.
Yeah.
I'll wait then,
Or they flip and you fall in.
Yeah. I think I see.
Right, let's go to the ferry and see. We can wait for the ferry to come.
At least it's drifting away from the pier and not drifting sideways towards the pier. At which point I would suggest we give it a minute.
Super. No, yeah. Sí. ¿De dónde? No, se lo no. I carri lo proprio. No, yeah. No, but yeah. No, by Grace. You told me we go by Grace.
The lights have sun in here.
Yeah.
Right, Tom. Hello? No, right. Mama. I don't know. Yeah. Where? Where? Well, it's not ready yet, but we're on it. I'm going to increase now. I'm going to open it. Put your phone down for a minute.
No, vamos.
She's done it for you. Say well done. Give her a hug. Give her a shake. Good job. Well, mine is, he can take over. He can take over. Give him a hug. Right.
No, it's got the call. Okay,
She's not sitting, is she? Well, you have to tell her. Oh, good girl.
Good job.
Give her a stroke. Good girl.
No, don't take her off the lead, please.
Let me just get it back up.
What? Yes. Andy, and not one thing on her phone either. No, we're thinking of trying to. Even anything, I was a big one sleeping on what. Yeah. I think you were a bit faster, I don't know. You were quite, Ben was very white, but so was I. At this age. What you think he might be a dog? Maybe not.
Six.
It's difficult.
Good
That's
girl.
enough.
Good
No more
girl.
thinking.
Good girl.
Don't listen to Victoria, Mama. Don't listen to Victoria.
Let's go. Listen.
You've got my back always. You fight to the death. But I mean, it's fine as hell, but like, it gets close to me. He gets really cross. What's he going to
I'm gonna ferry. I'm gonna ferry.
Even if it's my
Okay.
I'm gonna
Oh, no, I'm sad now.
Which way? I don't know which way. Which way? I don't know which one. Come over there, come over there. I think mist recycling. Mist recycling. Mist recycling. General waste. Come over there, please. Come over there. General waste. General waste.
Yeah, but it is general waste, isn't it?
Why not in there?
Recycle is paper. It wasn't paper, was it?
What did I say? I need to find something to go.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? To make the stick? Just bring her round to you. Wait then.
What time we leave? What time we leave?
2 minutes past.
In about how many minutes? In about how many minutes?
No, what's the time now? About 10 minutes.
About how many minutes we leave?
12 minutes.
What time we leave?
2 minutes past.
What time we leave?
So it's 1:48.
1:48. What time we leave?
You work that out.
2:00. 2:00. 2:00.
2:02.
2:00.
2.
How many minutes? Now how many minutes? How many minutes?
13.
Nearly getting on the ferry. You can't be hungry. You had a burger and chips.
I'm hungry.
I cannot believe both of you are hungry. Stand up, you're touching everything. But there you're great.
Oh.
Where are you going?
Yes. And I also thought it was very funny that it said, but at the same time they've lowered the cost of beer, so you're going
You'll have less people on the bus, but less people on the bus.
You put them back in there? You might lose them otherwise. Do it one by one. If you put them in my hand,
Cars are going on. Cars are going on. I can't tell you. Too
And there's one under Mummy's coat under that. Okay, put them in there. Right, if you put them in my hand and then you can put them back in the box. Put them in my hand.
Which was then the ferry we came on? What's that?
We're on the same ferry again, yeah? Yes, blue.
White salmon. Oh, no matter. Then Watson doesn't have, the white salmon doesn't have a hole.
I know, neither did the ferry. You could have white sun again. White sun doesn't have torches. What is that?
Nào bà. Casi luôn. What happened?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Your head. Read all, that's all.
Please mind the step.
William, I'm going this way.
Yeah.
In front of the ship.
Yeah.
Right, Will,
Yeah.
Caution, please mind the step. Caution, please mind the step.
Can we go here? Or just down there? Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. You sit in here.
Here.
You want to sit there, do you?
Here.
Yeah.
We do story now with the dog.
No, we're going to do it when we get in the car.
Three
We're
stories.
going to enjoy.
3 stories.
No, one.
2 stories.
One, and we're going to enjoy the ride.
We do 3 stories in the car.
Go to Lymington over there.
3 stories in the car.
We only have time for one.
With the time for 2 stories.
One.
Oh, where's Lymington? Which way is Lymington? Which way is Lymington? Which way is Lymington?
That way.
places, you must get out of your vehicle as soon as you can after landing on board and stay in the lounge or on our outside decks throughout the crossing. Children must be supervised by a responsible adult at all times. We recommend you leave your luggage in your vehicle during this short crossing. If you do take personal belongings with you, make sure these are not left unattended. All of our lounges and decks are no smoking areas, and that includes e-cigarettes. Emergencies happen very rarely, but you need to know our safety systems. If there is an emergency, you'll hear 7 or more short blasts, followed by 1 long blast on the ship's whistle or alarm bells. If you hear this signal, please go immediately to the assembly stations. You can find them at the front and rear of the main passenger lounge and on the external sundeck. Look out for the square, green and white signs with arrows in each corner pointing inward to a symbol of a family. Smaller signs with arrows will lead you towards these assembly stations. If there is an emergency, a member of the crew will issue you with a life jacket. We also have smaller ones on board for babies and children. Attached to the life jacket is a whistle for attracting attention. Put on any warm clothes you have before pulling your life jacket over your head, looping the belt around your back and fastening it tightly at the front. Then sit down, stay calm and wait for further instructions from the crew. At this time, you mustn't use the lifts. If the captain gives the order to abandon ship, a member of the crew will direct you to the bottom of the stairs. Leave all personal belongings behind. You'll use a slide to get on board a life raft. Please take off your shoes. On behalf of Whiteley, the captain and crew wish you a pleasant journey, and thank you for travelling on White Sun.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
You enjoyed that, William?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice big boat.
Caution, please mind the step.
Không có bài gì hết. Nó nói gì hết. Really enjoy it, because it belongs to there. We're going to go have a drink.
No, we're not going to have a drink. No.
Just to have a look. Look, Christine. Sorry. Yeah. 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 I want to do a story about the dog.
You want to do a story about the dog?
Yes.
Do you? You have to talk to me when I'm in the car then.
Yeah. Where's the car? I don't know where's the car.
We'll find it. Don't you worry. We will find it. You've got to get in here.
Aye. We do a story now, we do a story about the dog now.
Okay, get your seatbelt on. Get your seatbelt on.
We do a story about the dog.
Okay, start the story then.
Yeah, about the dog from Lisbon is going to drop nails into the toilet and flush the toilet in the 5th floor in the hotel in Venice.
That's a very bad dog.
Yeah, the hotel in Venice when at in the dark 2 o'clock in the 2:00 in the morning is sleeping Marisa.
So Marissa's sleeping in
He's
bed.
going to pick up the dog in Lisbon.
Yeah.
To a house in Lisbon.
Yeah. So Marissa.
He's going.
Where's she flying from? Is she going from Rome?
He's going to take the taxi from the airport, go to a house in Lisbon.
Okay.
How
So,
say to the taxi driver?
so Marissa said, gets out, gets a taxi.
How will I say to the
Hang
taxi?
on, she says, taxi driver, can you take me to the house where the dog lives?
And the taxi driver, how
And
will
the
say?
taxi driver says, yes, madam, I can take you there, and it'll only take 10 minutes to get there.
Yeah, I guess the taxi rings the bell when the owner is upstairs. And then how owner will say to by himself upstairs. Then comes downstairs. They look in the window in the lounge next to the kitchen when the dog sits in the kitchen. How the owner will say by himself upstairs.
So the bell rings, and the owner says, oh, that must be Marissa. So he goes downstairs to the front room, and he looks through the window,
How will I
and
say?
he sees that it's Marissa.
How will say to buy himself with the dogs? He's in the kitchen. How the dog? How the old will say it's the lounge downstairs.
Yeah, he's
kitchen
in the
downstairs.
lounge.
Kitchen downstairs.
He's looked out the window and he sees it's Marissa, so he said, "Come on, dog, it's time to go." Marissa's at the door.
Yes.
So the dog.
The dog.
Hang on, I'm just wondering where we're going.
The dog.
The dog follows the owner. He comes out. The kitchen,
Open the door. Open the door.
Yeah, and they open the door.
The door.
Yeah.
How open the door? How?
They've opened the door. Marissa's there and said, "I've come to pick up the dog for the holiday.
And?
Going on holiday for 7 nights
Hotel in Venice.
to the hotel in Venice."
How the owner will say?
And the owner says, "You better be good to the dog. Have a nice holiday, and I'll see you in 7 nights."
So it gets to the airport in Lisbon. Here's the announcement for the flight to Venice. How the announcement comes up inside the airport in Lisbon.
So they're in the airport in Lisbon, and then somebody says, "We are now boarding for the flight to Venice. Please go to gate 16." So Marissa says to the dog, "We'd better hurry up because we don't want to miss the flight." So
They go through the tunnel and sits down, and the announcement comes up with about the flight about to take off.
yeah, and then
How the announcement will come up.
the announcements say, "We are just about to take off. Please fasten your seatbelts and enjoy the flight."
Then the announcement comes up when the plane is about to land in Venice.
Yeah, then the announcement goes, "Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are just starting to descend into Venice. Please put your seatbelts back on and open the windows and put your tray back up, ready for landing."
When the plane lands, the announcement comes up that the plane has landed in Venice. How the announcement will come out, how they will say.
"Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the flight. We are now arrived in Venice."
How Mason will say to the dog.
And then she'll say to the dog, "Come on then, we better go. We better get a taxi to the hotel."
How will say to the taxi driver.
So it says to the taxi driver, "Can you please take us to the hotel?" And the taxi driver said, "Yes, madam, I will get you there in 5 minutes."
When the taxi driver arrives at the hotel, how Marisa and the taxi driver will say to the dog.
Marissa will say to the taxi driver.
How Marisa and the taxi driver will say to the dog. Both will say to the dog.
Oh, they both say to the dog, "We've arrived at the hotel," and the taxi driver says to the dog, "You be good on your holiday."
It goes to the he goes to the 5th floor. Goes in the room in the 5th floor. How Marisa will say to the dog when they go in the room in the 5th floor, and they are in the 5th floor.
Okay, is it night time or is it daytime?
Daytime, but daytime.
Okay, so Marissa went into the room and said, "This is where we'll be sleeping. We've come on holiday for 7 nights.
Yes.
And we're going to stay in this room on the 5th floor."
But when it's 2:00 in the morning, it's going to drop nails in the toilet in the dark. 2:00 in the morning, and flush the toilet when there are a lot of nails. And so, when in the dark at 2:00 in the morning in the 5th floor hotel in Venice is sleeping Marisa.
Yeah, well, Marissa went to sleep and she thought the dog had gone to sleep, but the dog got up and he got all the nails and he threw them down the toilet and flushed the toilet.
Yeah.
And it blocked the toilet completely, and it made a really big noise.
Yeah.
Because all the nails hitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
And that woke Marissa up.
And Marisa wakes up at 3 in the morning to go to the toilet.
Oh yeah, when Marissa wakes up to go to the toilet.
At 3 in the morning.
At 3 in the morning?
Yes.
Okay, so she's woken up at 3 in the morning to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
And when she goes to the toilet's all blocked, and she's like,
how
did that happen?
How am I say by herself? when it goes in the toilet at 3 in the morning.
Well, she's very angry.
How am I supposed to say by herself?
She said, "How did those nails get down the toilet? I'm going to go and see that dog. He's obviously been very naughty."
How will I say to the dog? How will I say to the dog?
And then she'd say to the dog, "I'm very angry about what you've done. I'm going to have to get the maintenance person from the hotel."
I have to go to the toilet in the reception because it's going to be blocked. It's going to be blocked. That's why it's going to the reception.
Oh, so she has to get dressed and go to reception.
The reception in the ground floor. In the ground floor.
In the ground floor, yeah.
I had to go downstairs to go to the ground floor.
Yeah.
How will go to the downstairs? How will go downstairs?
Well, she'll go downstairs in the lift, and she'll go up to reception and say...
Go downstairs and not go through the lift.
She's gone down in the lift.
And they're going to go downstairs and not through the lift.
All right, she's got to walk all the way down the stairs from the 5th floor.
How are you going to be walking down the stairs?
Well, she's walking down the stairs, and it's a long way. She's not happy.
Yeah, I have to go. Then they're going to say something to the reception in the ground. How will she say? How will
she say to the reception, I'm very angry with my dog because the dog has put the nails down the toilet in our bedroom.
In the 5th floor.
And in the 5th floor.
At 2 o'clock in the morning.
At 2 o'clock in the morning.
When is it?
In the toilet.
So I need to use the toilet in the ground floor in the reception. Reception.
Yeah, she says, "Can I use the toilet downstairs in reception?" And the lady says, "Yes, of course you can."
Then they have to call the plumber. What time?
So they called. So she used the toilet, and then she came out and she said, "I'm going to have to call the plumber."
Who will call the plumber?
Well, the receptionist.
What time?
At 3 o'clock in the morning.
Use hello.
She says, "Hello, this is the receptionist. I need to have a plumber to go to the bedroom in the 5th floor because the toilet has been blocked with nails."
Because the dog throw them throw the nails down in the toilet in the 5th floor.
Yeah, because the dog threw those nails down the toilet on the 5th floor.
In the 5th floor, in the dark at 2 o'clock in the morning, when in the dark at 2 o'clock in the morning was sleeping Marisa.
Yeah.
And.
Well, the plumber said, "Okay, I'll come out now."
What time?
This was at nearly 4 o'clock now.
What time the plumber will come?
The plumber will come at 4 o'clock.
Arrives at the hotel, and when I arrives at the hotel,
and then he says to receptionist, "Which room is it that I need to go to on the 5th floor?" And she said, "Room number 14."
Yeah.
So he goes up to the 5th floor and he knocks on the door, and Marissa opened the door and said, "Are you the plumber?"
Yes,
and he said, "Yes, I am." She says, "Come in because the toilet's blocked because the dog has thrown nails down the toilet and I'm not very happy."
Yeah, under.
So the plumber has a look at it and he couldn't believe it. He was very angry and he said, "This is going to cost a lot of money and you're going to have to pay the money to get the toilet fixed."
And?
So Marissa said, "You're a very bad dog and we're going to have to go home because we were going to stay 7 nights."
And no nights at all?
And no nights at all.
Why? Because
all our money is going to have to pay for the new toilet.
For the new toilet? Yeah. Marisa pays the plumber. Marisa will pay the plumber.
Yeah, Marissa gave all her money to the plumber to pay for the new toilet. And so she packed all her clothes and her things in her suitcase and said to the dog, "Right, we're going home."
And it takes us to the airport in Venice, and an announcement comes up.
Yeah, and the announcement comes up saying the flight to Rome
the Venice, the flight is from Venice to Lisbon.
Oh right, it's to Lisbon, sorry. Okay, so the flight from Venice to Lisbon is boarding. Please go to gate number 23.
How many will say?
Come on, dog, we've got to go because we've got to get on that plane. I've got to take you home to your owner.
Put it back on the plane. The dog will go on his own. Put it back. Marisa will put the dog on the plane, and the dog go on his own.
Right, so she says, right.
Let's go to leave the dog on the plane and goes on his own.
Yeah, I'm putting you on the plane on your own for being such a bad dog.
The announcement goes up about when the plane is about to take off.
Says, ladies and gentlemen and dogs, the plane is just about to take off. Please do your seatbelt up. And don't move out your seat until we are up in the air.
The announcement comes up when the plane's about to land in Lisbon.
Yeah, so then they said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you flying on EasyJet. Your flight is now landing in Lisbon. Please do your seatbelt up, put your tray back and open up the windows.
Then the announcement comes up when the plane has landed in Lisbon.
So when the plane landed in Lisbon,
Oh yeah. Yes.
yeah, so oh hang on a minute.
Yeah. How the announcement will come out when the plane.
So the plane is now landed in Lisbon. Please disembark from the plane.
And then the dog goes walking through the town, and the owner will be next to the tunnel. How the owner will say?
The owner says, I'm here to pick you up. You've been a very bad dog.
He gets in the car, arrives home in Lisbon. How the owner will say to the dog at the home in Lisbon.
When he gets home, the owner said, you're going to the kennels for 24 hours because you've been a very bad dog. And you're not going to have any food for 24 hours for being bad. So you need to be punished for 24 hours.
Then after 24 hours, how the owner will say?
The owner says, I hope that you're sorry for what you've done.
Well,
You can now come out the kennel. Was the dog sorry?
So yes.
He was.
When then after 1 month, Marisa will pick up the dog in Lisbon, in the house in Lisbon.
Yeah, after 1 month she'll come and take the dog.
Go rings the bell. How the owner will say upstairs. How the owner will say upstairs. How the owner will say by himself upstairs.
Do you write these stories?
Yes. How the owner will say by himself upstairs.
He will say,
Before coming downstairs.
yeah, he upstairs and he hears the bell ring and he thinks that must be Marissa. I'll go and have a look outside. Go to the lounge, look out the window, and then I'll tell the dog who's in the kitchen.
And when it looks on the window in the lounge downstairs, how the owner will say by himself.
He'll say, oh, that's Marissa.
How will say how they will say to the dog before opening the door.
And then he says to the dog, Marissa's at the door, come along, you're going off on holiday with Marissa again.
How will say to the taxi driver in Lisbon is to take to the airport in Lisbon.
So please take me to the airport, we're going on holiday, me and the dog. So the taxi driver says, yes madam, I'll take you to the airport, it'll only take 10 minutes.
When the taxi driver in Lisbon arrive at the airport in Lisbon, how Marisa and the taxi driver will say to the dog, how both will say to the dog when the taxi driver.
Well, you're here at the airport, now be good on this holiday.
Goes inside the airport, wait for 2 hours.
So wait 2 hours, they do have a drink.
The drink.
Yeah,
How will say to the wait at the airport in Lisbon?
Say, please can we have a drink and a bowl of chips?
Coke and the cake.
Oh right, they're having a cake. So they want a chocolate cake and a Coca-Cola, please.
And how the waiter will say?
Yes, madam.
When they finish, how they will say to the dog when they finish eating and drinking.
When they finished,
Yes.
then there was an announcement to say
The announcement comes up when 2 hours gone past.
yeah, after 2 hours had gone past,
How the announcement will come up?
it would say, ladies and gentlemen, flight to Venice is now boarding from gate number 26. Please go to gate number 26.
How will say to the dog?
So Marissa says to the dog, we better hurry up, we better go to gate number 26.
And the announcement comes out when the plane's about to take off.
And then the announcement comes up saying, ladies and gentlemen, please put your seatbelts on as we're just about to take off to fly to
Venice.
Venice.
How Marisa will say to the dog? How Marisa will say to the
So
dog?
put your seatbelt on and sit still.
The announcement comes up when the plane is about to land in Venice.
When the plane's just about to land in Venice,
Yes.
it says, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you have your seatbelts on and your tray is secured and the shutters of the windows are up as
Yeah.
we're just about to descend and arrive in Venice.
How will say to the dog?
Marissa says, oh, we're here now, this is really good, I'm looking forward to this holiday, it must be good.
When it has arrived in Venice, the announcement comes out when the plane has arrived in Venice.
Yeah, it's arrived in Venice.
How will say to the dog?
Say to the dog, right, we've arrived in Venice, we must go and get a taxi to get us to the hotel.
How will say to the taxi driver?
So it says, please take me and the dog to the hotel.
And the taxi driver will
The
say,
driver says, yes madam, I can get you there in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So
it's
the
all right.
taxi drives them to the hotel.
yes.
And then Marissa and the taxi driver said to the dog, you're here now for your holiday, make
Yeah.
sure that you're very good on this holiday.
He arrives at the hotel at 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 in the morning.
Right, 9 o'clock in the morning they arrive.
Then they're going to have lunch at the airport in Venice every day, and dinner at the airport in Venice.
Oh, that's very good.
Yes, every day.
Every day they went there and the dog was good.
Every day. How will say to the dog when it's lunch time, when it's dinner time?
So Marissa said it's lunchtime now and we're going to go
To have lunch.
have lunch in the hotel.
At the airport in Venice.
Yeah,
At the airport in Venice.
in the hotel.
At the
airport in Venice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or hear all the announcements for the flights. How the announcement will come up for the flights.
What, when they're going back?
When they're at the airport in Venice. When they at the airport in Venice.
What, are they having lunch?
They are having lunch and also dinner at the airport in Venice.
Yeah, well that's good then.
How the announcement will come?
Well, there's announcements for all different flights.
How the announcement will come up for different flights? When having lunch at the airport in Venice every day, and dinner at the airport in Venice.
Well, while they're sitting there having dinner,
Yes.
then the announcements.
How will say they're going to arrive at the hotel in Venice 9 in the morning.
Yeah, well they've arrived and then they've gone.
When they get inside the room, how will say to the dog?
Well, she say we're going to have a rest, and then when it gets to lunchtime, we're going to get a taxi.
He calls the taxi driver.
Yeah.
Hello.
And it calls the taxi driver saying that we need to go.
Hello. Calls
Hello?
the taxi driver every day.
Yeah, she calls
every-
them every day.
How do you call?
for
How do you
dinner
call?
and
Hello.
for
Hello.
lunch.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, taxi driver. Can you please take us to the airport
In Venice.
in Venice so that we
Because
can have our lunch?
how the taxi driver will say?
taxi driver will say, "Yes, madam, I'll be there, and it will only take 5 minutes to get you to the airport."
The taxi driver goes up the 5th floor and knocks on the door in the 5th floor.
Yeah.
How
Taxi driver knocks on the door.
how will we say by herself when the taxi driver knocks on the 5th floor
Marissa will open the door
and open the door? Hello.
and say, "Hello." He says, "I'm the taxi driver. Are you ready to be taken to the airport for your lunch?" And she says, "Yes, I am. Come on, dog, let's go."
And the taxi driver gets and arrives at the airport and goes to every day. Goes to every day. He's going to go have lunch at the airport in Venice.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day they go for lunch.
He goes inside the airport when it's inside the airport.
And what do they have for their lunch?
Don't know.
I think they're having lasagna.
They're having lasagna every day at the airport for lunch. They hear other announcements for different flights. How the announcer will come up?
The announcement will come up saying,
Oh, the different flights.
yeah, all the different flights. So the flight to America is just about to take off.
Inside the airport.
Inside, and then there was
Inside
another announcement.
the airport, it's on different flights. How the
Yeah, lots
announcement?
of different flights. It will say the flight to America is just about to take off. But anyone going on that flight go to gate number 2. The flight to Paris is just about to take off. Anyone going on that flight would need to go to gate number 3. And there'll be lots of announcements, but Marissa said to the dog, "We're not going on a flight today. We've just come here to have our lunch."
Lunch every day at the airport in Venice.
Yeah.
And I know that dinner at the airport in Venice.
Yep.
How the woman will say to the dog when they hear the announcement for when they're having dinner at the airport in Venice.
Well,
Dinner at the airport in Venice.
I know, William. Right.
When the 7 nights goes past, how the will say to the dog?
So it's time for us to go home now.
They calls the taxi driver in the 5th floor.
Of course, the taxi driver comes up to the 5th floor and
Hello.
and he says hello, and Marissa said, "Hello, are you the taxi driver?" And he said yes. So he said, "Okay, can you take our bags and we'll come down and get in the taxi because we need to go to the airport to go home to Lisbon."
How will say to the dog before the taxi driver arrives?
Then the taxi driver,
Before arrives.
all right, before it arrives, says, "Make sure that you've got all your things together because we need to go because we're going back to Lisbon."
A taxi driver gets to the 5th floor at the hotel in Venice and knocks on the door. How Marisa will say
We've already done this bit.
hello, opens the door. Hello.
Hello, I'm the taxi driver. And she said, "Can you please take my bags? We're going to come down because we're going to get in the taxi to go to the airport because we're going home." And the taxi driver said, "Yes, madam, please come with me and I'll get you there in 10 minutes."
They take it to the airport and gets into the airport. They have a drink and cake at the airport in Venice.
Mm-hmm.
How do we say to the man to have a coke and cake?
They've already been to. We're now in Lisbon.
Before at the airport in Venice, before dog taking the plane to Lisbon, they're going to have coke and cake at the airport in Venice.
Very nice.
How will we say to the man at the airport in Venice before the dog goes to Lisbon?
So it says, "Please, can we have a Coke with no ice and no lemon and a chocolate cake for both of us, please?" And the man says, "Yes, madam, I'll bring it to you now." So they sat there and ate this lovely chocolate cake and had a Coke. And Marissa said to the dog, "You have been so good on this holiday. I'm so pleased with you." And then there was an announcement to say, "Ladies and gentlemen, the flight to Lisbon is boarding. Please go to gate number 14. And so Marissa said, "I think we better go now because our plane is going to start boarding so that we can go home." So they walked to the gate
I go for the gate. Marisa would leave the dog on the plane and the dog will go on his own.
So then Marissa said, I'm going to send you home on your own, but thank you for being such a good dog. So the dog got on the plane.
Yeah.
And there was an announcement to say, ladies and gentlemen, the plane is just about to take off. Please make sure your seatbelts are on.
Yeah.
So the dog put his seatbelt on because he was being very good. And the plane took off. And then after a while, there was another announcement to say, ladies and gentlemen and dogs, the plane is due to land in 5 minutes. Please put your seatbelt on. And the dog thought, oh, I better put my seatbelt on. So he was very good.
And
the plane landed.
Yeah.
And the dog got off the plane. And his owner was waiting for him.
Yeah, when the plane, when the announcement came out, when the plane is about to land in Lisbon, how the announcement come up?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now landing in Lisbon. I hope you enjoyed your flight, and thank you very much.
How the stewardess will say to the dog?
And the stewardess says to the dog, you have been such a good dog. We are very happy and pleased with you.
When the announcement comes out, when the plane has landed, when the plane has landed in Lisbon, how the announcement will come up?
We are now landed. The doors are open. Please make your way out of the plane, and thank you very much for flying with Ryanair.
How the stewardess will say?
Well done to the dog. And your owner is waiting for you.
The dog goes walking through the tunnel. Who will take it through the tunnel?
He walked on his own through the tunnel. He followed everyone.
How then the owner? How will say?
Waiting and waving.
How the owner will say to the dog next to the tunnel?
Well done. I'm so pleased to see you. And I'm so happy that you had a very good holiday and you were very good on your holiday. Well done.
And then when I arrive home, how the owner will say to the dog at home in Lisbon?
He said, I'm so happy. I'm going to give you a lovely big treat and cook you a lovely nice meal for being such a good dog. So well done.
Why the toilet is going to be blocked when they throw a lot of nails? Why the toilet will be blocked?
Well, because it will block.
Why?
Nails aren't supposed to go down the toilet. It's only for you to use when you need a wee.